Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Japanese style strawberry shortcake, or in Japanese, shorto keiki. So of course this is originally definitely not Japanese food, but this is something that's very typical to find if you go to a cake shop in Japan. If you ask a Japanese person what does a cake look like, this is probably the very first thing that they come to mind. It's definitely not the easiest cake to make because you do have a lot of steps, and making merengue you can fail. If you don't do it right, the sponge part won't puff up as well. You may have to get a little practice, but it's very delicious and it's definitely worth the effort. It's become the season for the strawberries, so I hope you give this a try yourself and enjoy this shortcake yourself as well. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for Japanese style strawberry shortcake. So of course, as the main ingredients, you have strawberries. Then for the sponge part, I have butter, eggs, all-purpose flour, or if you have flour for cake, then you want to use those. Then granulated sugar. Then for the coating or whipped cream, I have some cream. And I also have a little bit of rum. But of course, if you're making for kids, you don't want to put alcohol. And instead, you can also use vanilla extract. Now let's get into it. This is the very first thing. Let's prepare the cake form. So we usually make this using about 20 centimeter cake form. Then I'm going to need to cover it with the parchment paper. I'm going to mark the circle. Then I'm going to cut it along this line. I'm going to put this on the bottom like this. Then with that, this is finished. As the next thing, let's measure the sugar and the flour. So first, sugar for the egg white. I'm going to need 70 grams. Perfect. Then for the egg yolk, 20 grams. That's good. And lastly, for the whipped cream, 30 grams. Perfect. And the flour, 90 grams. Okay, perfect. Now let's finish measuring. That's the next thing. Let's separate the egg yolk from the egg white. So to do that, I'm gonna try to crack the egg in half like this, and using the eggshell, I'm gonna try to separate the egg yolk from the egg white without breaking it. Be very careful not to break them. Then as the next thing, let's beat the egg white and make the merengue. So first I'm gonna put about a third of the sugar. Then we're gonna beat this using this mixer machine. Then I'll put in a third of the sugar. Then the rest of the sugar. So once it comes to a point where you can make a strong form like this, then this is finished. Then next, we're gonna beat the egg yolk. This, you can just mix in the sugar. And then we're gonna beat this. Then once you get to this kind of pale white color, beating for about 3 minutes or so, this should be enough. At this point, I'm going to preheat the oven to 170 degrees. Now as the next thing, we're going to mix in the 3 ingredients. So it's first to the merengue, I'm going to mix in the egg yolk. And then we're going to mix this in. Try not to break the merengue. So once it's been thoroughly mixed, then here I'm going to put in the flour. And make sure when you do that, you sift through a colander. And then first I'm going to put in only half of it. And then I'm going to mix from the bottom and try not to mix it too much. And just mix from the bottom like this and then through cutting like this. So once you have no clumps, I'm going to put in the rest. So once it got mixed through like this, at the very last thing, I'm going to put in the melted butter. And then mix it in again. So once it's been mixed thoroughly like this, this is finished. Then it's fine, I put this in this cake form. I'm going to hit it like this so that if there are any big bubbles inside, then it will come out, but also to make it flat. So then once it's gotten flat like this, then this is ready to be baked. Then put it in a preheated oven, and then put some water on the bottom. Then we're going to set the timer for 25 minutes. Then bake like this for 25 minutes. So 25 minutes has passed. And just to make sure it's cooked all the way through the middle, I'm going to put in the skewer. And if you don't see anything sticking to it, then this is finished. Then let's take this out. So then let's take this out of the form. I'm gonna put it on top of a net like this. Then I'm gonna cover it with some kind of kitchen cloth like this, and then let it cool down. As we're waiting for the cake to be cooled, let's prepare the strawberries. Make sure you wash them thoroughly first. And then I'm going to select 8 strawberries that is kind of similar size, so I can put at the end on the top as decoration. I'm gonna cut off the stem. And these I'm going to use as a decoration. And then the rest I'm going to slice them to put inside the cake. Just about 1/2 centimeter width like this. So just like that. Then these are finished prepared. So as the very last thing, let's make the whipped cream. So in a big bowl like this, I'm going to put in the cream. Make sure this has been cooled in the fridge. Then here I'm going to put in half the sugar. I'm going to whip this using a beating machine. So after a while, I'm going to put in the rest of the sugar. So once it got to this consistency, I'm going to put in a little bit of rum, just about 1 teaspoon or so. So then that's all for that. Then let's assemble with the cake. So about 1/2 an hour has passed. Then this is cooled down. I'm going to first take out the bottom sheet. And then as you can see, the top part is a little bit thicker. I'm going to make it evenly flat. Then as the next thing, I'm going to try to slice this in 3 equal parts. And for that, I'm going to use these chopsticks and lay it flat like this. And lay it like this. And this will help me kind of cut this with the same width. I'm going to do the same thing here. Then with that, we have perfectly 3 layers. I'm going to put the bottom layer here. And to this, I'm going to put in the whipped cream. Not too much, very thinly. So just like this. Then I'm going to lay out the strawberries. So just like that. I'm going to put another layer of the whipped cream. Make sure you fill in the gaps. Then I'm going to put the second layer. Then another layer of whipped cream. Then another layer of strawberries. Then another layer of whipped cream. Then the last layer of the cake. Then I'm going to coat everything with the whipped cream. So this is not perfect, but I'm not a professional patissier. I think for a home chef, this is enough. So as the very last thing, let's decorate this with a strawberry. So there's barely left for the decoration. I'm going to put in this squeeze thing. So there's no really set way to do this, but I'm going to put it in the corner for the strawberries. And I'm going to put a corner on the other side. So here. And then in between. So just like that. And then here I'm just going to put in the strawberries over it. So just like that. This is looking really amazing. Of course you can be creative and decorate this in different ways, but I think just simple decoration like this is enough. We're going to put this in the fridge for at least an hour or so, let the cream a little bit harden, so that later it'll be easier to cut. Then I'm going to do that. So an hour has passed, let's cut this up. So to cut this, I usually use a regular knife like this. But for that, I'm going to use a hot water and soak the knife in hot water. Then this way the cream's not going to stick to the surface. I'm just going to cut in here like this. Oh yeah, this looks perfect. Then let's eat. Okay, let's eat. Itadakimasu. So let's eat. Oh, this looks so good. Itadakimasu. Oh, this soft sponge and with this really kind of sweet sourness of the strawberry. So delicious. And to go with this, I usually like to drink hojicha with it. It's a roasted green tea. Of course, if you want to, you can eat this with black tea, but hojicha goes also really well with this because it doesn't have very strong flavor and has this fine roasted aroma to it. And it just kind of washes the palate. Itadakimasu. So delicious. This is not too sweet and it's just very light. So delicious. Oh, this was so delicious. ごちそうさまでした. Oh, that was so totally delicious. So as you just saw, making this strawberry shortcake is definitely not the easiest thing to make. But at the same time, once you get the kind of feel of it, it's actually not that difficult and it's definitely worth the effort. So I really do hope you give this a try yourself. If you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you hit the like button for me. And if you have any questions, requests, or any feedbacks, please feel free to write anything in the comments below. And I'm always so thankful for any donations to do special thanks. And if you want to see more of these cooking videos, please subscribe. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.